this lineup is bilingual. Besides myself. Not my moms. This is a very good friend of mine. You guys are gonna love her. Make it really loud, everybody. Silvia De Anda!
Hell yeah. Woo-woo.
How you guys doing? Glad to get home. You need to go to the restroom. Now's the time. Sorry. My name is Silvia De Anda. My initials spell sad.
Hopefully it's not too packed.
I don't think I had to tell you that. I think you could have guessed, huh? Sorry. I am Mexican. Yeah. Mexicans? I'm also Salvadorian. Sorry. I get it. My parents hate each other, but they made it long enough to make me, so that's all that matters. They still can't look at each other. Christmas is really fun. I was raised by my grandma. How many of us parents don't love us? All right. Grandma's doing better anyhow. That's a big No, my grandma, she was really cool. She's really cool. She's around. She's kind of. She has dementia, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know how long she's had it, just because I always thought, I'm like, Grandma's weird, you know? She's kind of funny. I don't know. I like her. She would make me pray every night before we went to sleep. And I could see her dozing off, but if I stopped praying, she would get really upset. So I tried to test her, and I would just come up with my own prayers at some point or another. I came up with this one prayer, and it was supposed to be a clean show, but I don't see any more children, so what the hell? The prayer goes, Santa Maria, que está bien chichona, mándame lana, no seas mamona. She could never tell the difference, she just took the Japanese. Muy bien, Santa. My life was weird, man. My mom called me the other day, chismosas, they be doing that. She called me the other day and she's like, Silvia, did you know your uncle is gay? And I was like, which one? Like, I had them all kind of pegged for that, you know? But she's like, no, you're Theo George. And I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah. And my Uncle George, he's a cholo. Like, he was in prison for a really long time. I never suspected it from him. But I was like, look, he went from like, what's up, food, to like, what's your sign, food? You know, and I think that's really sweet. Like, he still bangs, but mostly dudes, and I think that's really like, I just think it's really
Not all signs are the same.
Astrological signs.
I usually, like, when people are talking during my set, like, I'll go like, shut the hell up, and I get really aggressive.
You guys have different placements.
I'm gonna stay in my lane. Sorry.
The way you do your emotions.
I used to work at a senior living facility. I love old people, especially the crazy ones. They're the best kind. People think when you work at a senior living facility that it's really boring because they're like knitting. You don't know shit. Anyhow, they're always like knitting and reading and talking about the news. But the truth is, they're all trying to escape. They don't know they live there, and they're all trying to have sex with each other, which is really fun, actually. One of my coworkers, Miss, she was cross-eyed. And I don't know if they hired her because they were like, you know what? She can keep one eye on two residents at the same time. Or if this job was crazy enough to do that to her. I dipped before I could find out, you know? I'm like, I have enough ailments, I don't want another. I'm not trying to stick around for that long. But while I was still there, there was this man, he was on hospice, he was, close to the end, and I went into his room, I took him his mail, and he had been hallucinating for a while, and they told me, like, if he says strange, just disregarded. So I walked in and his nurse was sitting on the foot of his bed and I dropped off the mail and he kind of wakes up and then he sees me and he starts crying. He's crying. Oh, they're having a moment. I'm gonna stay out of that. He's crying. And the nurse was like, oh my God, Mr. Arthur, what's wrong? And he looks at me and he's like, oh, I just lost my job and now my wife is pregnant. He was pointing at me. I was his pregnant wife. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help him. And he was like a priest, you know, he was a really nice man. I was trying to be helpful. So I just kind of went up to him and I whispered in his ear and I was like, don't worry, honey, I'm gonna get an abortion. Immediately after, but I do want to say he's probably in a better place. He was older and white, so who knows? You know, just for most of them. Beth is one of the cool ones, I think. She's my boss. She hired me, so we're all friends. But yeah. I hate the term sexually active. How do you feel about it? Okay. We don't talk about it around Mom. Mom? She's been doing some stuff she don't want to tell you about.
No, you're not wrong.
That's the freaking answer. The good answer is just things happen and that's okay. But I don't like the term sexually active just because I feel like that requires you to participate. And really, my only participation is my consent, and I think that's all you freaking need, okay? If I lie there, do what you want. You know, that's me saying, all right. I've been, apparently people get sick of that. That's something. And they want you to do more. So what I've started to do, do you guys know, this is a Latino crowd for the first time, how beautiful. Do you guys know the author Sandra Cisneros? Right? The house on Mingo Street. Okay, we got some brains. You got some brains. Okay. When we were in high school, they used to have the audiobooks with Sandra Cisneros, and they would read really strange, and it was just for like that 1 week of Mexican Heritage Month, you know? So what I've started to do is I've started to incorporate that voice in the bedroom. The moment he just finishes and gets off of me, I turn into Sandra Cisneros, and I turn and I look at him and I go, I really hope you didn't nut inside of me. Mama says she is not ready to take care of a baby. Men like you have been plaguing my ancestry for years. Please, sir, have some respect for me. I'm just trying to accustom myself to the ways of this world, and I cannot do it with the child by my side. I have hopes, dreams, and aspiraciones. I'm feeling a little hungry. Perhaps you can go to the refrigerator and make me a quesadilla. That's it. My name is